Howdy, y'all. Didn't see too many people on today. Just perusing the internet, listening to some crap. I wanted to make a video after the stupid charade of a debate. And I'm just kind of wondering if anybody notices the weird way that things have been happening in our lives. And I'm not just talking about the debate, that's just a symptom. But of everything else that's been going on in our lives, I've been having really weird dreams at night. A lot about my childhood, some about my previous life. And we can talk about that for a second. I don't believe in heaven or hell unless you want to describe hell as being recycled to this earth over and over and over again, and hell as, or heaven as being defined as ascending to the next level, to the next dimension. That dimension being one of truth and light and kindness and love and total understanding. If that's heaven, then I believe in that. If there's a hell, then I believe in my previous description. I believe we all get recycled to this earth over and over and over again. That, in my mind, is hell. Or at least purgatory. The waiting room. Until we actually ascend, and we finally understand that there is something greater than ourselves. And you call them God, they call them Allah, some people call them Buddha, some people call them, whatever. It doesn't matter what you call them. It's not a her, it's not a him, it's not a it, it's a they, it's a them. And it's not because I want to not offend anybody. It's because even in the Bible, it says that God created man in their image and their likeness. So they use the plural also. Now, are those aliens from another planet in our galaxy or another galaxy in our universe that are millions of years more advanced than us and can travel faster than the speed of light, or are they using worm tunnels or whatever? No, it's not. They're interdimensional. Come on, you guys know that as well as I do. You think there's only one universe? Really? You think there's only one? That our universe is it? That's all? No. There are limitations to this universe. And this universe, according to science, is still expanding. So we have not reached our outer limits yet, after all these hundreds of billions of years. We're still going. What happens when we reach that outer limit and we no longer start to expand or keep expanding? We contract. And then we start to contract. And how many hundreds of billions of years will it take to do that until we get to that one smallest particle that can no longer contain any more energy? Then we will have another Big Bang. It's just simple. It's been done over and over and over again. And there are a multitude of universes in this thing we call space. Think of marbles in a fishbowl that are constantly growing, expanding, and contracting, and then popping, and then, you know what? That's what you got within those within each and every marble. You see that marble expand like a balloon when you're putting air in it until it gets so much air in there it can't take anymore, and then it pops. Now think of a shell around that. So when it pops, what does it do? It goes back down into its smallest form before it had all that air into it. Okay, then if you repair that balloon and start putting air in it, it starts all over again. As simple as that. How do I know that? Why do I think that? Hi, Daryl. Why do I think that? Because if you look at it honestly and logically, everything in the universe is composed of energy. Energy can either be destroyed or created. Energy just changes form. That's all it does. Energy is always there. Don't think of it like a battery in that you can recharge your battery and discharge your battery. That's just energy flowing from one place to another. You're using the battery as a medium of transport. That's all you're doing. When you charge that battery, that energy came from someplace, right? You plug a charger into a wall, you charge your battery. So it came from the wall. You charge that battery, you put it in a car. You started that car up hundreds of thousands of times, and you wore that battery down. So where did that energy go? Well, it went to the car. So again, you're just using it as the battery as a transport mechanism. You started the car. Did you use it up? No, you didn't. Because the car is then producing energy that's putting energy back into the car. The fuel is energy because you put fuel in the car, it combusts, and your car goes. Is the fuel, when it's combusted, is it all used up? No, there's still some energy there because what's a byproduct of fuel exploding like that? Water and gas. Two forms of energy. Okay, so energy is neither created nor destroyed. It only changes form. So I believe in a multiverse. I believe in a superior being. The superior being I believe in because everything in the universe is energy. Energy is nothing but math. Math can be explained, or anything can be explained with math. Math is the one true constant in the world, in the universe, in all of reality. Math is the one true constant. So, what are the chances? And you can calculate them if you want. What are the chances that everything in a universe such as ours, as big as it is, could be mathematically perfect? Almost impossible, if not impossible. So therefore, someone had to create it, or something, or someone's had to create it. and all the other universes also. I almost think of it like we're a high school students' science experiment for a science fair. If you can wrap your mind around that, think of a giant alien having to do his science fair experiment. His mom, another giant alien, standing over him going, well, you know, it'd be a good idea if you created this um, thing called a multiverse. You've already created that one universe. Now create more and put them all together and see how they react. That's I have that feeling that's where we're at. You can see I have my one pair of glasses. They hurt my nose. That's why I don't wear them. I got this other pair, my old pair here, that I wear with my headphones because they don't hurt my nose as bad. This is my new pair, and I had them adjusted right here. I may have to have them adjusted again. Adjust them out a little bit. Because what happened was they would fall down on my nose and I couldn't read anything because your bifocals are at the bottom and I couldn't see through them until I had to push them up all the time. So then I had the optometrist adjust these and adjust the bulbs back here. And yeah, they stay up now. They stay up on my nose, but man, do they hurt. So I have to take them off quite a little bit. So anyway, I don't know if you guys have noticed just all the strange happenings in your life now. And it started back, I don't know how many, when I started noticing it really, really bad was, or when I came to the realization anyway, was back in September 11th, 2001, 9/11. I honestly believe that was set up and allowed to happen, if not set up by our government to get us into the Iraq war so that the military industrial complex could make money and hasten the implementation of a one world government. Because I think that's where we're heading. We got 3 or 4 systems of power right now vying for control of the world. That being the United States technocracy, autocracy, which is large government or large corporations, Google, Alphabet, Musk, SpaceX, whatever, colluding with the U.S. government. And it's almost as if the U.S. government has nationalized all these industries already because they control them or they're hand in hand with each other. So they may as well just control them. And the military industrial complex, you know, it's kind of like a triad there. And then we have the Communist Party, the outright communists, which are China, Russia, you know, those forms of communism. Then we have the Muslims, and they can be moderate Muslims or they can be the terrorist Muslims. You know, it doesn't make any difference. Their end goal is the same. One is just more vociferous about it than the others. And then who else do we have vying for power? We have those 3. What's the other one vying for power? We got the anarchists who don't believe there should be any governments, no structure. We should all be in our little family groups and tribes so that we can all war against each other. No modern conveniences, no modern uh, systems, no food distribution, no healthcare distribution, none of that. Anarchists are stupid. In some ways, I kind of agree with the simplicity of life that they advocate, but they're stupid. So, what's the answer, people? What's the answer? Well, the perfect answer is everybody to ascend, everybody to understand about enlightenment, about truth, about love, about nonviolence. If we could all do that, that would be perfect. But we're humans and we're not perfect. So that'll never happen. So, what are we left with? That's a good question. I haven't quite figured that out, how the human race can ascend. I haven't figured that out yet. Oh, I got my other stuff on the table. I did find some more gun locks. This is a really hefty one. I'm going to keep this one. That's really hefty by Ruger. I think that came in my Ruger Super Red Hawk. I'm not sure. I got another Ruger here. It came in my 22. I got another one here that came in another weapon. I'm not sure which, but I got at least two more to give away. And then I got done reading the book Delta Force by yeah. Oh man, Colonel, what the fuck is it? I gotta get the book. That's how old people are, man. Charlie Beckwith, man. I know a couple of guys that knew Beckwith, and they didn't like him at the time because when they were forming Delta, they also formed Blue Light, which was an interim anti-terrorist, and that was given to the 5th Special Forces Group, I think, or to the 7th. I'm not sure. But anyway, Special Forces does what Special Forces do. They are not an anti-terrorist unit. Never were, never will be. Same with SEAL Team 6 or Recon Marines. They're not anti-terrorists. They have a specific job, and they do that job well. They don't do an anti-terrorist job well. So back when, the plane at Entebbe was seized, or the Olympic athletes in Munich were seized, I could see the need for a dedicated anti-terrorist force too, because terrorism, the plane hijackings, was just starting to become a problem then. So, yeah, I can see where Beckwith was coming from, especially since he took all the lessons from the SAS. Here's the book, by the way. There are a couple people in here I actually know. Colonel Potter, who was one of his assistants. Colonel Potter was my group commander in the 10th group. Because when Delta was being formed, I was in 1st Infantry Division. And that's when Desert One went down. And yeah, a lot of that. I knew a guy who was in Iran before that, providing intel. One of them guys, he's dead now. I could probably name him. I'm not going to. Another guy that served in Special Forces when Beckwith, with Blue Light, when Beckwith was trying to put Delta together, who doesn't have very favorable things to say about Beckwith, but hey, if you're going to start a unit from stand up, you're going to stand the unit up and you're going to fund it. You're going to equip it. You're going to train, get men and train them from nothing. Got to be kind of an asshole or driven anyway. And that was Beckwith, from what I understand. So I'll give him some props. Who was the other one he mentioned in here that I know? Was my commander out at the Special Forces School back in the day. I marked this spot because this is where he mentions Potter in here. He mentioned Dick Potter a couple times, yeah. So after Desert One and Beckwith was no longer in charge of Delta, he went on to do other things. Potter became the 10th Group Commander, and that was in the early 80s. Anyway, it was a good book. I got it done. Now I got to give it back to my buddy. My buddy is a recon. He was in recon with the Ranger Regiment. And now I'm concentrating on a book here I bought when I was at a concert. I went to see Ray Wiley Hubbard. This is an old blues guy. Knew a lot of the old blues guys, knew Johnny Cash and all of those guys back then. And I'm starting to read his book, and it's got a lot of song lyrics in it and stuff. And his life. And the book is called A Life Well Lived. And the title kind of intrigued me. So I bought a book. So I'm reading that one now. I'm about 1/5 of the way through it. Not a bad book so far. You got to give Delta Force back to its owner. Well, I'm glad I had it. I have books, signed copies by the authors of a lot of books. I got one signed by Johnny Cash. I got one signed by Command Sergeant Major Galen Kittleson. I got one signed by Glenn Beck. I got one signed by O'Reilly. I got a lot of signed books that I'm proud to have. And I'm proud to have served with some of those people in the Army. Dick Meadows. Dick Meadows was my commander out at the SF school, I believe. Didn't have much contact with the commander of Camp McCall, but boy, we sure did with the tax. Anyway, Sergeant Highsmith was our senior tac, and that man was a go-getter, I'll tell you that. Anyway, I'm getting kind of, I don't know what's going on in my life because, generally I'm on stream with Supreme Ginger Stacker on Wednesdays and Saturday mornings. He said he sent me a link in an email, and I looked at my emails. I didn't get a link. I looked at my trash, stuff gets thrown out. And I looked, I can't find it. And he sent me a screenshot of where he sent it on his phone, and I can't find it anywhere. It's not on my phone. It's not in my email on the computer. So we gotta figure that out and find out what was going on. But this morning, I just popped in a chat and bought some stuff at auction and had some good conversation. Yeah, some funny conversation this morning. Yeah, it was pretty good. Jen and Nesbitt, you're funny. You're funny. And I'll adopt you, but I won't adopt the rest of your family. Uh, and Snoopy was funny this morning too. So yeah, we had fun this morning. It was good. And I made the comment. That's why, after a couple of races, I lost. And I think I've lost races for the last month. I just haven't been able to do anything. I'm getting to the point when I think I'd just rather buy stuff instead of trying to win it. Because at least I know what I'm getting. Yeah, granted, I might spend more, but at least I'm getting something for the more that I'm spending. Anyway, that's the way that goes. So I'll get these out of the way. And see, I don't know how to run my own races or auctions or anything, and I rely on other people to do that. Maybe I should learn and then I can do my own shit. But I found that, I got invited up to some of the streams. I get invited up once or twice, and then you're not invited up again because there's other people going on or whatever. And, even open panels, you know, usually they'll send you a link if they want you to show up at open panel. But lately I haven't even been getting them, so I'm kind of thinking I just want to take all this stuff, put it out in my deep stack, because I don't know what I can give you guys. I don't have all the latest and greatest stuff like everybody else. But I got some stuff sitting up here. Oh, it ain't all of it. And if you guys think that's all of it, you're nuts. There's more boxes of shit sitting down here. So I'm thinking about taking all that back out to my stack in the safe and just give up this shit for a while. I even brought in some PCGS NGC graded stuff. I don't know, man. It just kind of gets disheartening when you try so hard and people don't find you worthy, I guess. So I don't know. And I've been having weird dreams. And like I said, about my childhood and former childhood just strikes me as odd. Don't know what to think about things. The only thing I know that's certain in this world certain in this world with humans today is it seems like everybody wants to resort to violence to achieve their goals or what their opinions are, or everybody's tempers are flaring over in grocery stores, in convenience stores, in uh, traffic. We have people attacking churches and synagogues with guns, killing people for what reason? Political reason or religious reason? It's not religious. Generally, it's a political reason. And why do we have that nowadays? Why is that happening? It's because way back when we had punishment. So if you did something like that, you went to jail, prison for a long, long time, or you were executed. And I think our start of our downfall was when we quit executing people. Now, I'm not one for willy-nilly death penalty, but I am one for death penalty if there are two witnesses who saw you commit the act, just like in the old, just like in uh, old Judaic law. You needed two witnesses that saw you commit the crime, then you were put to death. Or if the crime was so heinous that there was no doubt that you did it, then you're put to death. That's just it. And I think death penalty might have to start to be applied more liberally because of the way that people are committing such horrendous acts anymore. We become inured to violence. You know, back during the Old West, a armed society was a polite society. However, you had still had people who thought they were bigger, faster, better, and they became infamous because of it. And I think that's what people are looking for nowadays. They want to be, or they want to advance their agenda, be it political, religious, uh, societal, whatever, cultural. They want to advance their agenda, or they're looking for fame. And they're looking for income, money, which would explain OnlyFans. Fame and money. Gotta have the money. Can't live without things to make ends meet. We have to um, resort to immoral, unethical, unlawful things to make money, become famous. Oh, humans being humans, I think that and to assuage some of the stuff that's going on in our society today, that property owners should be allowed to shoot. You want to have a flash mob comes into a store to try and clean out the shelves. Everyone behind the counter should pull out an automatic weapon and start firing. Everyone coming into that store should be killed. I'll bet you $20 that crap stops immediately. And those people should not be held liable for anything. The ones that did the shooting. That would put an end to that crap immediately. I don't know, man. It's getting out of control. Society, all society, is getting out of control. And it's planned. I think it's a planned demolition. And it didn't just start with Obama. Obama verbalized it, but it started way before then. Way before then. He was just one in a long line of American leaders who are trying to take us down this autocracy, technocracy road. So I don't know, man. I'm gonna read chat. What do we got? Hi, Kip. Hi, Daryl. Hi, guys. You know, I'm having a. No, I'm not a bad day. It's just I'm having a day that I'm kind of introspective a little bit. I don't have any new coins. You know, all of my stuff is still in the mail. I got stuff from Durban coming. I got stuff from Coin Zone coming. I got stuff from Ginger coming. I got stuff from Pizza or Party Pickle. Party Pickle, I think, coming. So we got stuff coming. Just ain't here. And I'm going to have to slow down my buying a little bit. I have way too big of a bill I got to take care of. One bill I got to take care of. Yeah, actually a couple. But the other ones are small. I got one big bill. The other ones are small. But yeah, got to get that done. Got to take care of. Got to get it taken care of. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I just quit hopping up on streams for a while? Put this stuff on a pile and let it set for a couple months? And then by the time I come back, all the stuff that I'm purchasing right now will be old stuff, and it'll still be old. Yeah, see, there's more. I got more. This 4-ounce piece of silver, might as well, because it's not doing me any good in here, go out. I have a couple of ammo cans sitting in the safe that are full of 10 and 5-ounce bars. Canadian bars and just other bars. Other 10. I throw this in there with it. Doesn't make any difference. There's a couple of 2-ounces. Might as well take them out. There's a Queen's Beast one. $50, $60, $70 coin. 70, 80. Here's a Seymour Unicorn. Another one. expensive as hell. To me, that's 2 ounces of silver. Nothing more, nothing less. That's what it is. Will I sell it for that? No, because I know what the price is. But I might as well go out in my stack if I can't get rid of it. If nobody wants to take it as a race win, because they want some of the latest and greatest colorized. I'm not a colorized guy. Really am not. If it's gold gilded, a lot of that I find very attractive. Well, some of the painted coins are very, very pretty. Don't get me wrong. And if you like them, fine and dandy. I just can't see spending the extra money for paint. Sorry. Maybe you do for artistry. But if I want artistry, I'll order custom port stuff from Angry or from Herman or from somebody else, you know. So I guess what I'm saying is I'm seeing a lot of weird shit. And you don't see it on the surface or just under the surface or even a little bit deeper. But if you dig deeper, if you look deeper than that, and a lot of times when you do that, you start to see things that aren't there. But I just see weird things happening. Even in this community, I see weird things happening. So I'm not 100% sure that everything I see is real, or everything I imagine is real. But it concerns me. I don't know. Maybe I should just go out and smoke a couple bowls and think about it out there. Yeah, that's right. I quit drinking, so I don't have anything out there to drink. But God, it's been almost a year now. Another 2 months, I'll be dry for a year. So, yeah, month and a half anyway. But that doesn't mean I quit smoking. So, even though the VA is going to test me, I got to go in for a physical because the surgery center over at Mercy Hospital want to take this big lump of fucking fat off my side over here. It's right there, right underneath my breast, and right next to it, underneath that tendon that runs down through there. There's a big fucking mass of fat right there, about that big. It's called a lymphoma or lipoma. And you see the pimple popper on TV. That's what she does for a living. She takes them big fuckers out of there. And I've watched her do it a couple times. And goddamn, there's some big ass pocket. Mine ain't quite as big as some of those, but I got more than a handful. So there's probably that much. And that's scheduled for this month. When the hell is it scheduled for? 24th, I think. So I don't even know if I'll be able to run a mouse at that time. But so I'm thinking I'm just going to put all this stuff away before that surgery and wait until I'll still be in the streams, but I'm not going to be selling shit. Get everything sent out to people I'm going to send out to, and then everybody is sent out. Don't get me wrong. I'm still here. I got some stuff that's got to go to Angela. Maybe she wants it. Maybe she don't. She's got to fucking reply to my emails. She's so goddamn busy now that she can't even reply to emails. So that's what happens. So anyway, here's my other complaint. I don't know if I should even Or somebody that wanted this 94 coupe. How much you sell it to me for? Well, I know what they cost because I look them up on eBay. So I take the median cost. I figure what my shipping is on them. Quote them a price. Email them. No email back. So obviously I think to myself, well, too expensive, right? They don't want it. Then my other thought is, well, you can at least fucking email me back and tell me, no, too expensive. I'll look elsewhere. Thank you very much. Okay. Then I know what to do with this instead of setting it aside. It could be up here. Somebody else could want it. I don't know. It's just, I guess, common courtesy. Common courtesy. I don't know. Fuck it. I'm done. See you guys.